Probably need to change the name of that title. There we go. Let's pop out one chat window. Let's pop out the other. If I can find it. There we go, there we go, there we go. Hey Dante, how are you? How are you this evening? Okay, so what is going to be the question poll of the day? Should I do more polls in case... should I do more polls? Yes or no? There we go. Hopefully you can hear me. Yep. Good, and just about to start another grinding session. Yep. Unfortunately, I went fishing in my world yesterday, so the fish are not ready today. So I'm guessing I will do a Yelan story. Shortly, because I have pizza in the oven, so I'm just waiting for it to be ready. So, there we go. There we go. How is it 50%? Who else is voting here? Yes and no. Should I do more polls? Somebody says no. Somebody says yes. Somebody has great intelligence. Somebody has a gambling habit. Does anybody need to come to my world to go fishing? I'm just asking, just in case. Hopefully Terumi is watching. And hopefully he got the notice that somebody is back. I had a visitor today in Discord. I had enough with fishing. Yeah, I thought so too. I thought so too, but that weapon is just too good. It's like the catch. It's just too good for Bennett. I cannot not go and get it. Hello, Terumi. Blast is here in the chat room, but she's not chatting. Either she's muted or she's fallen asleep or I don't know. But she's back. She's got new internet Wi-Fi, so she's back. Oh, you did see, because, yep, you did post there. Okay. There we go. So I'm probably be doing a Yelan story today. I think this is Yelan. Well, it's not her. This is using... But who's doing? But I'm just waiting on my pizza. And hopefully I'm gonna eat. But did you want to come and fish in my world while I'm still here in front of the PC? Now we have another vote. 2 people have gambling habits. One has great intelligence. Okay. I was hoping to put Blast Burn on the screen here with us, but apparently not. I'm just gonna go into hiding until she decides to show herself. I am doing a facial strike. You will not get to see me. So nobody wants to come and fish in my world.
Oh, hey, Hoishin. Long time no see. Fancy meeting you here. How's work these days?
Like, it's kind of funny how they say fancying meeting you here, except I just don't remember who they are.
Thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu, better all the time.
Oh, is she the one that had the mother that had the daughter that was working for Ganyu? And Ganyu went on a vacation and we had to go and help Ganyu? Okay, maybe I do remember her now.
But I've been feeling distracted at work lately. I just feel constantly agitated. It's a long story. But my father, he's thinking of stepping down from the Tianshu position due to health issues.
Yeah, she's the one that learned a lot from her father and she was trying to pass along a lot of information to her daughter.
Huh? What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
Nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's just increasingly low on energy these days.
Okay, let me go and check up on the pizza. I'll be back. Okay, folks, if somebody wants to remind me in 10 minutes, my pizza will be ready. What time is it exactly? 7:06.
He's always said, old age comes for us all in the end. Still, I
we
just
have a
can't help but
guest.
feel a little emotional watching it happen to him.
Apologizes because the Wi-Fi was acting up, so I was not able to access the internet for a few days, but I am back. If everyone's doing amazing today. Depending on where you are, I hope you have a lovely evening or morning.
Are you also following the stream on YouTube?
No, I am not.
Oh, okay. Terumi's here, Dante's here, and somebody who voted but has not said hellos yet is here. And I'm starting Yelan's story quest, I think. Which I need to bring the volume up, I think, because I don't think people can hear it.
Anyway, my father's currently on the second floor of Yangsheng Tea House. Why don't you come pay him a visit with me?
Who's this we you keep talking about? We have Wi-Fi again. Are you talking for your multiple personalities?
No, we as in my mother and I, since we live together.
Okay. You want me to put you on the stream?
If you wish.
If I wish. Okay. Well, let me open the studio mode. Let's do this. Okay. Let me center you here. Not easy, not easy. There we go. Whoops. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Where, what? There we go, there we go. I gotta make myself smaller. as well. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Gotta click the boxes. Tick the boxes. Ooh, I'm not centered either here. Okay. Let's make me
Maybe I
super
can be
small.
on one side of the screen, and then you can be on the other side like this.
Well, I'm just little me up here.
I'm just pulling the live stream on my phone.
Okay. So now you can see when you're gonna appear 2 minutes later.
Yeah, I see myself right now, actually, showing my phone. I'm actually just a few seconds behind, actually. So if I look up now, in 3, 2, 1.
Ta-da!
Now I'm looking up on the screen. I passed me. See,
Infinity vision.
Wave on there. Does not take me that long at all.
He seems very fond of you too. I'm sure chatting with you will make him very happy.
Piss on that.
Language, please. Language. Language. The first 5 minutes of my stream, I have to be super nice.
Sorry, people.
Terumi's writing to you, though.
Hi, Terumi.
Notice me!
Don't go Sapphire. I am leaving the stream. Yeah, I am completely broke on order. All I have is magical. Because I've been using it to make enhancement ores for my battle pass. Yeah, I'm actually out of ores.
I am out of ores, I'm out of mora, I'm out of resin, I'm out of everything.
I could be right now. Because I don't have anything to spend it on, and I need to spend $500,000, which is not that much for me nowadays.
Oh, I need to, a couple of millions, because my artifacts are only like level 16, and to get them to 20 on 8 characters, 10 characters, it's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, it will be. Especially if you get duds, decent. Nope, never mind, that's a dud. Like, they're all duds. They don't even go anywhere.
Good.
Event. And Yelan. Or Yelan.
Yeah, I did that. That's a lot of fun. I like Ito. I hate him, but he's a good character.
Like, he's a good guy, you just don't like the actual character. Like, as in, like, looks or
Well, see, if he was like one of my friends, I would put him on the ignore list and, just flush him. But he's a good character, though.
The Shogun in her dialogue about Ito, she's just like, who? She doesn't even know who he is, and he's like, whenever there's running around, like, strike me down, Shogun! And then she's like, I don't even know you. Who are you? Like, she just disses them.
Sure,
Like, he's
let's go.
completely dismissed. I bet you that would only make it better. I wish I had the Shogun though so much, but I don't have Primo's nor luck to have her if I begged.
Well, what is your pity at?
Not anywhere near 90. And even then, I'm not guaranteed.
No, it's a 50-50, but... It's 50-50, but I would chance it.
50-50 is more like 0% chance for me, because literally, I played this game for nearly 3 years soon. And I've never won a 50-50 at all. Not even one time.
I did. I won my first 50-50 with you, Tao.
Lucky. Like, I don't know if that's normal or not. Every 55, I doubt it. Because surely I should have just won at least one.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before,
That's why
alone and unchanging.
Leeway, the can, Inazuma. Literally, they're all at 100%.
Well, maybe you'll get somebody great.
Uncle Tim, we're here to chat with you.
And I can't find her line. And I am not 200% chest.
What a lovely surprise. Welcome. Hoishi, why don't you go downstairs and get the shopkeeper to make us a fresh pot of tea?
100% somewhere in Sumeru for my life. And I even did 100% like a 98 because there's still chance to be found. Why is it at 100% if it's not an actual 100%? Why?
Because the game knows that you can't find them all.
I could say that each time I really stream. I bet you they still be like, we don't know.
Who's the fourth vote? Who voted? Did you vote?
I think you should move off for a few banners and see what comes up.
Well, it's because I do have a few votes left. Like a few polls left. So I figured, you know what? Maybe I could do another 10 pull and maybe get another Bennett.
Where in the world the stupid thing is that makes me like such one beta sigil. Because we just have one. And it's been stuck there for months. And I'm like, how much? Sure it could be just like one of those things on the wall, which is just chance and flexible. It could be anything. Irritating. And I can't find where I could get at least one. Get it out of my inventory. Hate it.
I heard that you've been traveling all over the place recently. I would very much like to hear your adventure stories.
Yeah, I don't have any more resin either.
Hoishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry. I'm quite all right. It's just the years gradually catching up with me.
I don't feel like seeing the red icon each time I go by them. Because Monica you go around faster and over longer. Hazel increases your running stamina. Missouri makes you run faster at night, and Dia makes you run faster during the day. So only if I can fit Sayu in here, then it's great. So I can just switch between Mona and Sayu time. But that's not how it works.
Why does Bennett run so fast?
I don't know. Who do you want for your party?
Oh, maybe it was because I had... No, I had the Shogun. But it just seems like he was running a lot faster than everybody else. Hey, that doesn't mean nothing. I'm short. I'm shipping Candace and...
As I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many things, though the mind is willing, the flesh is weak. Especially recently, I've noticed a rather drastic drop in my energy levels. I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today. Nevertheless, I wish to pass on the position before my mental acuity begins to decline beyond redemption.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liu Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rarely appears in public. We stay behind the scenes, planning and giving advice, so a public selection process would not be suitable.
You haven't done it yet? You're just doing it now?
Yeah, because I've been off the internet for several days because I didn't have any internet.
That's okay. I just started it today too, so it's all good.
Like, not the
But
final
I thought that you were already fighting the beetles and not just doing all this.
No, like I just got into the first dialogue and found Shinobu at Wanman Restaurant.
Okay.
We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free from influence by outside forces, so we tend to be as discreet as possible in their assessment and appointment. For these reasons, the incumbent Tianshu typically recommends their candidate of choice, and this is then approved by the other Qixing members.
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Keqing, Lady Ningguang, and the other Qixing appoint them?
Correct. Unfortunately, due to my health, I won't be able to assess every candidate myself.
Oh, are we gonna have to assess every candidate?
Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf as assessment officer. In fact, I believe you recently became acquainted with her yourself.
All right, now Yelan's gonna become the assessor. Okay.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than this to forget all about me.
Really? She's throwing her hips trying to outdo Candace. It's not gonna work.
It's Yelan!
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked me to assess 3 candidates for him. Fancy joining me? You'll be among the first to get to know the next Tianshu. Might be a good opportunity for you.
I vote for Paimon. Can Paimon be the next Tianshu so I don't have to, you know, put up with her no more?
I think if anything, she'd be eating all the ingredients after the edible to her. Like more,
What do you think?
like she wouldn't eat them raw. I wouldn't put it past her if she ate some cookie dough ice cream and wanted it even more.
Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing, right?
Like, how are we gonna be in the bad terms with anybody? Really, Paimon? Who did you peeve off now this time?
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's of the covert variety, too. Don't you think I might make a good Tianshu?
Sure to log into your Genshin account, otherwise you might miss her birthday for another year.
Miwa to be the next Tianshu?
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easily after how long you've been working together. So, how about this? If your investigation reveals that none of the other candidates are qualified for the position, I'll recommend you for the job.
Really? That's not how that works.
Deal. Well, you guys take your time. Everything's all set for the assessments to go ahead. Meet me on the first floor when you're ready. Until then, have a pleasant conversation. Oh, and no need to pay for your tea. As the new owner of this fine establishment, this runs on the house.
Take a couple hundred.
Yelan bought a tea house? Okay. What is it with these people in tea houses? Everybody has a tea
You're all
house.
set?
It is Leland.
Yeah, but even in Inazuma, you have to go to the tea house. So everybody has like a tea house.
Except for Mondstadt. Instead they have alcohol and wine. Because Venti likes his alcohol.
Uncle Tian seems really worn down. It's like all his energy's gone.
Well, maybe somebody put a curse on him, and through this event, we'll find him to be energized.
Yeah, it may sound harsh, but Uncle Tien is past his prime. He's not cut out for this anymore.
And then Fontaine has its weird Fanta ripoff. Fanta. Just take the A, the first egg, replace it with a zero, and then boom, Fanta. I don't even need.
So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names are Qinwei, Mingguo, and Zhi.
And then just like, here, I literally have plenty. Take them.
I don't even know who these guys are. Oh.
Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingguo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs, and Zhi is focused on study and travel.
Guys that Yelan's catching, you've never met before anyway, so don't worry about it.
Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget, since we'll be assessing them at Yuehai Pavilion in a short while.
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
It's a good thing she can remember those names, because I can't.
Let's leave that until we get to Yuehai Pavilion. All right. Heads in the game, people. The stakes don't get much higher than a change in the Qixing. We can't afford to miss anything, no matter how small.
Got it. We'll keep our eyes wide open.
So basically, all 3 of them are gonna lie, and Yelan's gonna get the.
I've completed it, but it's still long ago for me. Like, I hardly remember anything about it besides going to a house and then finding someone and then. Or I could get things mixed up.
Well, the Shogun is on the case. You should really, really, really do a poll. I'm sure, just do a 1 poll, I'm sure it's gonna be Shogun. Prove me wrong.
Well, even C1 Shogun's actually really great. It could be amazing, yes, if you really want to. If you want
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair.
If I ever get the chance to build them properly with the team. Just like how Diluc is my first name, DBS.
You're gonna have to go fishing for the catch.
Yeah. No, I won't anyway. Because Ayato uses a sword and then Clee uses a catalyst. I already got the catch anyway. I just don't have it at R5.
Oh, okay.
I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, this guy's full of himself. Okay, well, I already vote for not him.
Crabs are not the only capital of the sea. One's crustaceans and one's not a crustacean. I don't know if beetles count as, but they are not crustaceans, I believe. I thought they were getting crabs for ingredients, not fighting against their beetles. What happened to that? Seriously. That's actually pretty smart, because if a human goes up to a crab, it would run away, since it's obviously much bigger. But if it's just a little Onikabuto the same size, then it won't really see as a purpose of running, instead of just staying its ground like, hey, get away from me. Instead of like, oh gosh, that thing's way too big, I'm leaving. And once they get tired out, you can just yoink. It's a shame we probably can't really do that with crabs on the beach IRL. Hi, Jungling.
Oh, my food is ready.
It's a fish hat.
But he's a good fish hap. He's my friend. He's Bubba's friend.
Ito! This thing is non-friendly.
He's Bubba's friend. He's Bubba's best friend.
Oh, I mean, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent. If you're happy to just accept the way things are, you'll never be able to change anything in the future.
Now, why would you want to change things?
Oh, come on. That's just... Now you're just being unreasonable.
All right, you two. Let's not get into a big argument over this. It's not worth it.
What? Are you seriously gonna make me fight that little thing?
Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some slack. We've all been standing around for a while. It's natural to be getting irritable.
Bro, just smack it.
Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs from the guild nearby?
Fine. They're not the best quality chairs, to be sure. But under the circumstances, it would be better than nothing.
This guy is really full of himself. I don't like him.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived.
It's like, bro.
Mm-hmm. We'll meet them formally soon. Before that, let me run you through the assessment process. I've split it into 2 stages: current affairs and planning, and face-to-face interview. In the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. In the second stage, we will ask them some questions in person.
I told you he's Bubba's friend.
No, maybe Goba just understood him. Uh-oh.
Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow, one was actually pretty thorough, though.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. Therefore, these 3 piles of documents in front of us represent where each candidate stands on key policy issues.
She's like, what?
There's still some time. Have a skim through, get a first impression of what each person's proposing. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done.
Really? She's gonna have us do all the work again? Paimon, start reading. I'm not really good at it. Derek Ho's corner. Okay, hellos. Besides, I'm not really from Tevat, so I don't understand Tavarian writing. Ooh, and I have a follower on Twitch.
The world remains
Okay.
constant over the centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
What kind of backwards shit?
And provides. Well, all 3 of them are pretty valid, I would say.
Finished, huh? What did you think?
Everyone took it very seriously.
Of course they did. They have the chance to be picked as the new Tianshu, so you can bet they're putting their best foot forward. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute their plan as written. Nobody wants to have any regrets.
Bro, I will literally just go over there, smack it, and come back.
Do that. Do it. I double dare you.
Alright, sounds like
That's for me to know and you to find out. We can talk more after the interviews. We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time. Start with Chenwei.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh? So you 2 are the assessment officers, are you?
Oh, that's not a good way to start, buddy. I do not like this dude.
I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing two entirely unfamiliar faces. I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult to grasp. It was written with an expert audience in mind, after all.
Man, this guy just full of himself. I hate him more than I hate Ito.
Mind your tone, mister.
You dumb Paimon.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. I was simply stating a fact.
We're up to 8 votes. Everybody wants me to do a poll. Really?
Hello, Derek. Hope you enjoyed the stream so far. If you've been here for a little bit and are still here.
Well, he said hello and then he didn't say much afterwards.
Yeah.
I guess he just wants to see me poll. Well, maybe if the polls get up to 80%, maybe I'll do a poll. 62 is pretty much 50-50 still.
Yeah, or just a little over 50.
Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about.
Yeah, unlike you that I've never heard about. And speaking down to me.
With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forward.
I'm not even tired.
Yeah, although I shouldn't get my hopes up.
Man, he can't even compliment. Even his compliments rub you the wrong way.
It gives me a bit of a more less carefree and friendly version of Jing Chao. No, man, with this stupid event going on, I can't talk to Zhangling's father to get my food from the vendor. Dang it.
Dang it. It's all Zhongli's fault.
No, it's not. It's this event. I haven't seen Zhongli in months. Like literally over a year. Literally haven't seen him since his Dory quest. Or his previous...
Yeah, he's making out with a salt princess.
The Salt Princess is dead.
How do you know? Maybe she can come back to life.
You see what I put up with, Jack? You see who I put up with above me?
What do I have to put up with?
I'm not even gonna explain it to him. I'm explaining enough to him. He's even seen it. Once a god is dead, they're dead. They're literally a pile of regular salt.
Okay, well then, but is like Barbatos considered a god?
Yeah, but no matter what, no matter how weak they are, killing a god is killing a god. And it has massive consequences for the area surrounding it.
But since this is like the 7th time, yeah.
It used to be a lot of this bad stuff for the Yorkshires to get rid of, and that's why Joust has so much karma running through it. Same thing with the Tatarigami from Orubashi.
Hi, Nicole. I am doing fine. Eating some food. How are you?
I guess the chat updated because mine's frozen.
No, she's on Twitch.
Hello there. I can't see your comments on Twitch, but I can see them on YouTube.
I just hope it's not somebody trying to sell me some artwork. Otherwise, I know a certain Terumi who's really interested in artwork. Do you like 3D modeled characters?
Characters.
Yeah, well, their writing is as bad as my reading.
Sometimes
Well, no,
people
I don't
use
like 3D models. That's why I do the animated stuff, because it looks like 2D. It's
most
easier on my
things.
eyes.
Oh, is it my turn?
Well, this guy's a lot more humble. But yeah, he could be labeled as a pushover, so I'm leaning towards the middle guy, but I'm guessing we're going to learn that the middle guy works for the Fatui. So we're going to have to go with this guy in the end.
Yes. Please introduce yourself.
Okay, good. They're already gone.
Guess what? She makes animated stuff. Do you want to see my work? She's trying to sell us some artwork.
How did these a kid and Newtown set up a stage this quickly? Where are they?
Well, Ito has some pulls, you know. Those beetles can really work it.
Yeah, but where did they get all the wood from? There's hardly any wood sources over here in Greenstone Forest. Besides the boat.
They had the field tillers do all the work. No, but the feed tillers did the cutting of the trees and brought all the wood there.
There's literally no trees. And I don't even need that right now. I need to begin with. Are you eating peppers or something?
I'm eating pizza.
Oh, it looks like a really weird blob to me because of the filter. And I plan on getting a
Well, you can't see it much, but
curtain for back here so I don't need a green screen, and then I can put this on my window here, so people can't look in. But I do like the colors though. They match the theme of the room I'm gonna go with, purple and black.
well, now we can't see you no more because you've moved off screen. But
Don't worry, I'm right here. Peekaboo.
but why do you want a green screen?
So that way I don't have to get an actual green screen. I don't want to pay for one, and I don't think I'd have to restore it.
Yeah, but doesn't Discord give you a green screen?
Kind of, but not really. Plus, it blows my hair when I do this. So it's more
Oh,
like
okay.
very poor quality.
Yeah, I know. Like mine's too. Sometimes my hands will vanish or disappear and blur out, and
Yeah.
but for the most part, it works for me. I was so hungry. Oh, that was good. When you're hungry, food is good, right? unfortunately, she's talking and she doesn't have her headset on, so we can't hear ya.
Like, I'm in love with this chair. And you can probably kind of see the golden accents here on the sides of the trim of the chair, which I really like to do, because it screams Inazuma. Like, I can't get enough. And apparently
Okay, well, I can't see the gold. I just see the purple and white, and it looks really, really cool.
Yeah, it's a little hard. I gotta wait for the stream to catch up so that way I can tell. Maybe try to get it a bit closer to the camera. Now can you see it?
Not really.
Like you can probably kind of see when I slow turn it at certain angles.
Okay, I think I do.
Yeah, like it goes all the way down here, all the way up to here, and that's what the golden dragon is right here. Same thing. It's on both sides, but it ain't on the seat part. But I don't mind that because I might get a cover for the bottom, so it doesn't end up all cracked like
I'm,
that one in
Mingbo.
my old
Oh,
I work
okay.
in the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
I'd say I might move this.
Why, it's comfy.
If I can take it.
I wish I had one.
I mean, you could probably buy one. Honestly, if I could.
Not the chair, just a cushion to put... Yeah, that's exactly what I would have to do. And just say that my mistress has put a leash on me or something.
A leash?
Candace did it.
I wonder what it looks like on the inside. I gotta be careful though with the zipper.
I've worked there for 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. In that time, I've handled 2,347 cases.
It doesn't feel cheap either, in my opinion. Anyway. But the actual pillow inside feels really soft, especially with this covering it. You just gotta be very careful with the zipper if you unzip it, because you might break it and it won't be able to close. So you gotta be really gentle with that.
And what do you hide in it? What are you hiding in it? Is it like a secret compartment purse that you can hide stuff from everybody?
No, it literally just has pillow stuff in it.
I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be concluded in 16 days.
There we go. Now it's a little bit higher. Technically,
My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts to the accounts, namely...
Be like this. And listen to ambience. I don't know if you guys will be able to see from there, but I have my legs propped up. And then I could just exist. Hey guys! This is a really good routine though.
Is it just Paimon, or is he not very good at public
But the
speaking?
first time I ordered it, it didn't arrive, and it was all the way in a completely different state.
You know what?
It didn't even have
Let's
the
leave the
address.
self-introduction there and move on to some questions.
Originally, I just said city, state, nothing else. It was at some random house I didn't recognize. So I had to refund it and get a new one.
I know that. I remember that story. Christmas gift that never arrived.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's not all that I got.
Sorry.
Besides these, I could give you close.
Hey, it's like the Doritos that we get from the hypostasis for our Electro characters.
Hello. Now Not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little nervous.
I like this guy.
What would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away and I'll answer your questions to the best of my ability.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Now she's blunt, but then she wasn't to everybody else. Oh, mouse pads. Well, that's Kaya.
No, this is Dilu. I actually got these off of a really nice site that has other things. So that way you guys can get a look at the style. But this one's
It's very red.
It actually feels nice and soft compared to like a generic one like this. Like this one just feels like a generic mouse pad.
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from.
Like I said, they're made with very nice quality. I know they were like over $10 per each, but they had different kinds there. And then this is Kaya's. Right here.
No, that's the Luke.
This is Kaya. Look at the backgrounds. This one would fit in this room with the blues and purples.
And your shirt. And your earphones. Headset. Yeah.
Blue and purple can go together if you do it right. I would have got official, but they didn't have them.
Oh, official.
Then I would just need a barber, then I would have my whole team. But 2 useless mouse pads, because technically you probably only need 2.
But you're on the next pull. You're gonna get the Shogun, so you're gonna need the Shogun too.
No, I'm fine with just 2. They're expensive anyway, mouse pads.
Yes, they are. And I mean, how many mouses do you have?
I literally only have 1.
Okay. So already 2 mouse pads is a little overkill.
Yeah, hey, look at this. Look how little
And it's blue. So yeah, I would go with Kaya.
True. Then I get to keep something like a keepsake and keep it nice for maybe during the summer or the warm weather. And then when it's a colder weather like fall and winter, maybe I can switch to Kaya. So if I end up using one, I'll probably use Kaya. And then switch to Dilu.
But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of people with far more expertise than myself, and my manifesto is the conclusion of these efforts.
I also wanted gel, but
Of course, 2 different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways, and you might reach 2 very contradictory conclusions depending on which one you're focusing on. What I've tried to do is strike a balance. In other words, present an optimal solution to all the problems as a whole.
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before implementation. Post-implementation, it would all come down to the results. If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results, I would take responsibility.
girlfriend, and she also gave me a little gal. They're so cute together. Like they're so little. And when I saw that they had these as well on the same side, I got those mouse pads. I so badly wanted to get Kai one, so Duke ain't lonely. But I was like, I already got several things already adding up. The only thing I don't like it about these kind of plushes though is that the hair gets put like this, and I would need to resew it. Like since there's like 2 layers.
Yeah.
And I have to bother to resew them because I can't sew. So I've been trying to keep them tucked away like this, so that way they don't keep coming further apart. Like this.
Hey, it's not Diluc anymore. Diluc needs his ponytail.
Plus his hair on the top and the front needs cleaned. It's slightly more darker and dirty than inside.
Nice answer.
Plus, I
All
use
right,
cuddle and
next
wash.
question.
that way my face isn't like.
He seems
It's
like a
more like-
great guy. Everything
I
he
don't-
said
I
was
don't think
thoughtful
it's
and
myself.
logical, and he was just a pleasure to listen to.
Face.
Here's my take on what we just learned.
Well, not even
As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas in his manifesto, which effectively target the big issues. But he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care much about other people's feelings. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented.
But it didn't do it for Deedle. Like, sure, he has a coat. But the coat's not worth taking off. Yet this flex slide down all the time. Like, I guess it would be easier if...
Yeah, well, a guy shouldn't be wearing a skirt anyway, so.
It's not even a skirt. Like this. I'll show you. Like this could happen, for example, if you need to like compare a specific player clothing, it'd be easier to take them apart, I guess. But also at the same time, I find it annoying that they just didn't sew it together as like one like this. Because when
Is he naked now?
easier, like this, instead of like two pieces. Because sometimes I bundle them up like this, so that way they stay on his legs.
But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree more. You're good at this, Yelan.
And this, I'm afraid that will rip off one day.
Maybe, but be careful with it and it won't.
Last but not least, Zhi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details, his methodology is sound, and his proposals cover a broad range of fields, which is quite a rare feat. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tian's. Having someone like Zhi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tian's mind at rest.
Great.
We'll see. Let's go back and report to Uncle Tian.
Made it where like those relationships attached, where one thing stay on. It also kind of reminds me of the memorial plushies, which I don't have recently, but they also have clothes that you can just outright pick off and hair, like how D looks like this, except you can take it off all the way. You're ruining it! Stop! Stop drowning them in water.
Well, it's like taking a bath. They're not drowning.
Yeah, but then you look at the walls like, and I feel bad. Like, I'm abusing these dolls.
Well, it just goes to prove that women like abusing men.
Yeah, I think they just really like chucking things at walls. When it comes to dolls. The only thing I dislike about this channel is that part here is the wrong color. It's supposed to be like this.
see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
Something's not right with Uncle. We need to find out what's going on.
All right. Then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Yes, because he told him what to say and what to do, and I'm thinking that he's been working closely and actually poisoned Uncle.
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me. But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Guo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Juri was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tian?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Guo came to my attention in the course of my work. As for Juri, I was pure happenstance. We first met while fishing. Gradually, as we got to know each other, we started discussing all sorts of topics. Juri came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gifted student and a fast learner.
Why is Terumi wearing sunglasses?
He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out fishing and noticed how quickly he got on. Quite. And now, all of a sudden, he's grown into a mature young man. It's a joy to see. But it also gets one thinking. The young are growing up, and I am growing old. How time flies. No one can escape the cycle of life.
Your mic has gotten a little bit lower now. I don't know why.
This goes down here. Whoopsies. Is this
Oh,
better,
okay.
guys?
Yeah, much.
Hi, Ben.
I thought you wanted muted yourself again.
I don't know, Uncle Tian. You still seem in pretty good shape to me. You might have another few years of work left in you, don't you think?
Oh, Terumi needs your help.
Uh-oh, hang on. What's wrong, Terumi? What you do? What is that? Terumi, what in God's name is that? Ew! Please tell me that's something you found on the internet. Please.
No, I think he's playing with his sister's dolls again.
That is horrifying. What the actual F? Ew, get out of here.
Oh, you. There's really no need to console me. Having less energy than I used to isn't such a bad thing. It just means I finally have a good reason to retire. Spend my days doing what old men like me should be doing. Going fishing whenever I feel like it.
No, not cheese.
Well, you know, you were complaining about your doll, so he made you another doll.
That thing is hideous. That thing is not a doll.
Yes. I think it's more handsome than Diluc and Kaya put together.
Sounds like you sure love fishing, Uncle Tian.
I'd rather have it be a brick than look at that.
Ooh, there's nothing quite like fishing to pass the time. And freshly caught fish, they make the most beautiful fish soup with barely any preparation required.
Fresh fish soup. Sounds tasty.
Doesn't it? Also, some time ago, Jury purchased a very special recipe from an old fisherman.
Like, why would you have that as your profile picture, man?
You
I-
cannot. I am real. I am real. Accept me.
Oh boy, okay. Now I need to rearrange the camera thingies.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. Nice to have you here, Terumi.
Accept me.
I'm going around.
You have to accept me. You have to accept me for who I am.
Nope.
I am a Furby. I am a Furby with Barbie legs.
Nope.
Accept me.
There's no way that HE double huggy single my accepting that.
I'll find something even better. One second.
No.
When we've been fishing recently, Jury always brings some extra ingredients he prepared in advance.
He has been poisoned, I knew
The
it.
addition of these makes the soup taste even more wonderful.
Oh my god, they're coming. Blast. They have a hairless Furby.
I hate Furbies. I never understood what it is that people like about them.
Here, I'll pick out the
That
hairless
flavor makes for a fond memory.
Ew, never mind.
But at my age,
Oh my
who
god.
knows how many more chances I have
can
left
have
to taste it again.
Ooh, can Paimon come next time too? Paimon really wants to try it.
It's a
Let's get
Teletubby
back to the matter at hand. Uncle Tian, we've reported back.
Teletubby
Do you?
Mm-hmm. I appointed you as the assessment officer, and I trust your
You want
judgment.
to Here.
Had you not asked me why Jury's ideas were so similar to mine,
Teletubby scrunchie.
I was not going to mention my history with any
I
of
mean,
them.
that's a little better, like much better than Captain Rich face. Like, why is it so plain?
This decision must be guided by what is fair and right. Please disregard all other considerations and make your final decision only after a thorough review of each candidate's talents and capabilities.
Like, I've also got
Remember,
I've got
you
options for
must be
anything.
thorough.
Here, I've
Understood.
got this.
Come on, let's go talk somewhere else.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian.
You
Look after yourself. So, it's gonna be J.E., right? His manifesto was written well, and he's the best speaker.
Also have
Easy. Let's not rush. There's no time limit for this assessment.
Huh? So, are you gonna give him more tests or something?
No, nothing like that. The assessment itself is complete. But let me give you a word of advice. Things are not always as they appear. The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to only get information from the person of interest themselves. The truth is almost always hidden beneath many layers of deception. You have to get information through many different channels. For example, Wenyuan, Shanghua.
Yes?
the best one.
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Ugh! Who are they? Where did they come from?
Did they scare you? These two are Wenyuan and Shanghua. They work for me. As my trusted assistants, they are always standing guard nearby. They also perform various assignments as required.
What's any of that?
Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading. Wenyuan relies on word of mouth. And there's also Upe, who's not here right now.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now. Is he all right? I seem to remember that he can't swim.
Nothing can take that guy down. Certainly not a little wind and waves.
Shenghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look through Mingbo's work files.
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Zhi, well, obviously as the most promising candidate, we will be investigating him ourselves. Let's go to the docks first. Lots of people passing through there. You can find out all kinds of things.
I'm sure that the fish soup recipe is poisoned. That's why Uncle is not
The
killing
owner of
her.
Wanyu, he does business at the North Wharf.
Sorry.
Maybe he has some news for us.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Look, your asking price for this batch is just too high. I can't buy in at this price. How am I supposed to turn a profit?
Come on, hear me out. I'm telling you, this is the single best batch of Sunsettias ever. You won't find anyone who disputes that. I accidentally dropped one into a well, and even the water turned sweet.
Even so...
All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't responded yet. If you won't take him, I'll just have to partner with them instead. And neither of us wants that.
Okay, well, when you put it that way, I'll accept your asking price. I'll take all your stock. Don't sell a single one to Second Life.
Just send it to me.
I don't want to scroll through all this crap.
Oh, what are you doing here?
It's gonna say
And to be clear, these Sunsettias are mine. I got to them first. Don't get any ideas.
Actually, we wanted to ask you about a guy called Juri. Have you heard of him before?
Juri? Yes, he's quite well known. I've heard a story about him. They say he was born into poverty. His parents died when he was young, and he was treated cruelly by the local community. One of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time, but Juri never retaliated. And when his neighbor went bankrupt, he even helped support the family. He returned cruelty with kindness, injustice with peace offerings. A gentleman of talent and character, and... oh, how did I not notice him sooner? In fact, maybe I'm not too late. If I could hire him to be the brand ambassador for Wanyo Boutique.
Oh, he sounds like a decent man. We can finally breathe a sigh of relief.
Why are you asking about him anyway? You aren't looking for a brand ambassador too, are you? Well then, in that case, the higher bidder takes the... Ah, that's Juri right over there. Why don't we go and talk to him?
He's stripped out.
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Linlong. Come on, let's follow
got
them and
$100
listen in.
bill. You know
Try not to let him see you.
You know he
We
has
want this information to be as truthful as possible.
He's gonna eat it.
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this. Hey!
the rumbling has started.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
The rumbling.
They're rumbling.
Not gonna lie though, I was thinking if you actually had one of these Alexas, just shits and giggles.
What are you waiting for?
It was
So-
everything that sticks out on it. Release the Roomba!
Try not to let him see you. We want this information to be as truthful as possible.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
running out of life every YouTube tutorial after just like the plan going like.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Or at least mine is.
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then.
What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You won't hear any. Try not to let him see you.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
I'm sorry, Craig Sheeran. That is good.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set?
I don't even know how many.
Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
Because I know how many.
The truth is, an old friend of mine who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Yeah, I found one.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me. Juri seems to get along really well with everyone. Are you satisfied now, Yelan? Seems like everyone thinks Juri's a great guy.
We shouldn't jump to conclusions just yet. Let's go check out the wharf where he usually goes fishing.
Do we have to?
That's sort of like you get from Genshin playing to a Chris profile picture to just sending stupid crap back and forth.
Wait,
my God, it's
you're not just trying to dig up some dirt on Juri because you want to be Tianchi yourself, are you?
Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not. But hey, if I do become Tianshu, I'll look out for you guys. You'll be able to try all the finest food for free. How does that sound?
We will? Well, come on! Off to the South Wharf we go!
Look at that picture. I'm definitely not gonna show that. It's funny though.
Choker. Oh my God, that's a roach necklace. A Barbie doll.
The wharf is as busy as ever. I hear the anglers here sometimes sell their fish to the nearby fishmongers. Let's see what Uncle Soon has to say.
Welcome. What would you like to buy today?
Sorry to interrupt. We're actually members of the, Liyue Anglers Association, and we just wanted to ask a few questions about someone. We've heard about this young man called Juri, who's supposed to be a fantastic fisherman. Just wondering if you happen to have heard of him?
Whoa! Yelan made up a whole fake identity without batting an eyelid!
Ah, yes, Jury.
Set of fish
He's been making quite a name for himself recently. I've got some friends who travel all over the place, and they tell me everywhere they go they meet someone who's heard of him. Apparently, he had a rather tough time growing up. Had to work several jobs alongside his studies to make ends meet. How does that saying go? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Well, if there's anything to that logic, he's sure to be phenomenally successful one day.
Yeah, we think so too.
But I'm afraid your Anglers Association might be in for a disappointment.
Oh? Why is that?
He's good at a lot of things, but fishing isn't one of them. He fishes at the wharf and sells what he catches to me on occasion. His catches are always mediocre. Not terrible, but equally nothing to write home about. If you're looking to recruit some new members, though, I do know a few top anglers I could put you in touch with.
That sounds fantastic. I've got a couple of other things to attend to right now, though, so why don't I come back some other time and we can chat over a drink?
Sure thing. See you.
Everywhere they go, they meet someone who's heard of him. Come on, let's keep asking around.
For the past almost 2 hours.
Okay.
It's not even fun either. Barbie Land. Oh no.
Tell me, will I find the right girl?
Love life? Again?
That's great. I love it. This is the best one so far. I swear.
Oh, this one. Hype it out. Oh, God.
Dr. Phil's mermaid.
What?
Oh. Oh, this is perfect.
I'm gonna be enjoying at this so much. Because I can't say this for sure. I haven't tried this out.
Here to buy some fish? It's 3. You better hurry. When they're gone, they're gone.
Hello, we're from the Society for Fish Price Research. We'd just like to ask a few questions.
Wow, she switched identity again.
Society for Fish Price Research? I haven't done anything illegal. Stay out of my business.
Please, don't worry. We're just here to conduct a simple survey. We've heard about a certain Jur-E who's been selling fresh fish at low prices in this area recently. Do you know anything about this?
So this isn't about me. You should have said something, you know. I know the guy. I can tell you what I know. I haven't heard anything about him selling fresh fish at low prices, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was him.
Oh? Why is that?
Because he's so poor. His parents died when he was very young, and his alcoholic father still owed a huge amount of debt. No one wanted anything to do with him. He was still a kid when he first came to me. His clothes were ragged, and he had a bandage wrapped around his head. And he managed to survive, thanks to Uncle Tien, who gave him some food. But still to this day, he doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. I mean, he can afford to eat and everything, but you'll often see him haggling with others over just a few mora. So, I wouldn't be surprised to find out he's been selling a few fish. It's not like he catches much anyway, so it's not going to affect my business. Don't tell him I said that.
You'd rather he didn't know?
Well, I spoke to him once, briefly, and I just had a feeling that he really cares what other people think of him. I think he has pretty low self-esteem, but hey, it's hardly my place to say anything. What he's achieved already puts most people to shame. And nobody's perfect. I just wouldn't want to upset him. That's all.
I see. Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Not a problem. And just for the record, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the price of my fish.
The more times you say it, the less convincing it becomes.
Doesn't have a lot of mora to his name. Okay, let's keep going.
Hey, it's you guys! Wait, what's the phrase? Oh yeah, honored to meet you. What brings you to me?
The truth is, we are but newcomers to this territory. We heard tell of a great martial artist, Master Dugu, who knows everything there is to know. Hence, we sought you out to ask for your guidance.
Really? People said I know everything there is to know?
But of course. We also heard that Master Dugu is a kind and virtuous swordsman who never turns away anyone who comes with questions.
Great! So what do you wish to know? Nothing happens on this street that I don't know about.
Now she's lying to a kid.
So, Master Dugu, have you heard of one by the name of Jur-E?
Sure have. You mean that guy that all the grown-ups are talking about these days? I've heard many tales of Jur-E. For example, I can't remember. Probably because it's nothing that important. I prefer stories about sword-fighting heroes.
Oh, I can completely understand that. Then let me ask you this. Do you remember roughly when the grown-ups started talking about Jur-E?
Oh yeah, I know that. It was about 2 or 3 months ago. Before that, people always used to talk about Jur-E in a kind of nasty tone of voice. But 2 or 3 months ago, suddenly everyone started to like him. Sometimes he gives me candies, so I'm glad that people are starting to like him now.
Just as I thought.
Huh? What do you mean?
I mean, just as I thought, Master Dugu is indeed as kind and virtuous as the legends claim.
I'm not that great. Oh yeah, one other thing. These days, there's a lot of people I've never seen before talking about Jur-E stories in the street. They seem like nice people.
Oh, definitely.
Great! So next time I see them, I'll say hi. And I guess I can share some of my candies with them too.
Certainly. You can also tell my friend in Yenshan Tea House about what they're up to. I'm sure my friend would also like to say hi to them.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Well then, fare thee well, Master Dugu.
Until we meet again.
Any of that sound strange to you?
Strange? What was strange about it? Jur-E seems to have a great reputation. Uncle Soon and Uncle Gaz spoke highly of him, and Dugu Shuo seems to like him too.
True. But the issue is, where did his sudden celebrity come from? It almost seems too good to be true.
Sudden? Too good to be true?
So he returns cruelty with kindness, and had to work to support his studies. These are the kinds of things that make someone well known in their hometown. But Uncle Soon said even his friends who travel far and wide hear about him wherever they go. That's a little over the top, if you ask me. Do you remember what Dugu Shuo said about Jur-E's stories? Clearly they left him with a good impression of the guy. But beyond that, he wasn't interested in the details. That's the reaction I would expect from any normal person. Plus, there's the fact that all this praise of Jur-E has only been happening within the last 2 or 3 months. His childhood, his studies, the thing with his neighbor. None of these are recent events. So why are these stories only going around now?
When you put it like that, it is kinda strange.
Of course, if that's all there was to it, I wouldn't look into it any further. Jur-E was born into a poor family. Paying people to get his stories out there is within the rules of the game as far as I'm concerned. The problem is, do you remember what Uncle Gao said about him? He's stayed poor his whole life. Everything he's earned he's either spent on studying, traveling, or paying off debts. I don't think he has the mora to pay for a publicity campaign.
Someone's helping him.
Right. And that changes everything.
It's the Fatui, I
It can mean
knew
a
it.
powerful faction is trying to gain influence over the
Ooh,
Liyue
sorry,
Qixing.
kitty cat. It took me by surprise. Now the other one's jealous.
That's the worst case scenario. But all too often, the most pessimistic speculation turns out to be closest to the truth.
Someone's trying to gain influence over the Qixing? That sounds serious. What should we do? Even if we asked Jiri about it, surely there's no way he'd admit it.
First, we need to find out who's supporting him. Don't worry, I've got a plan. Remember the current affairs and planning stage of the assessment? Since the successful candidate is duty-bound to implement their plan after taking office, their manifesto tells us their stance on key issues. Whoever is secretly helping Jir-E must be seeking to benefit from his actions after his appointment. So, we should be able to find some hints in Jir-E's manifesto on who we're dealing with. Come on, let's get back to Yenshangti. Jir-E's manifesto covers a huge range of topics. Looking for details that don't add up will be like trying to find a needle in a haystack. I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. You take one, I'll take the other. When we're finished, we'll put our heads together. Officially, the assessment is already over, and I'll be expected to announce the results before long. So we have to get to the bottom of this as quickly as we can.
Yikes! We better hurry!
Whatever else Uncle Tian might think of Jir-E, the fact remains that he's one of his favorite students. Any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious. We'll have to look carefully and think critically.
Even though Yelan took half, this is still a lot to get through. Well, we gotta start somewhere.
God. I'm not saying the other person of that. That's way where did I get that? I think this is gonna be one of the last 10 I'm sending. Do I got any old goldies in my sword front? There's they look trying. What do you think of these, huh?
Oh, this reading is giving Paimon.
Looks like I'm the first one back, as usual.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers, Xianghua! If you're back, that means you finished investigating Tianwei, right?
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked me to leave, but I always had another trick up my sleeve.
Don't drag this out. Just tell us your findings.
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Tianwei will start out complaining about how proud and arrogant he is, but then go on to give a generally positive appraisal of him. The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Tianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. I asked around and found out that almost all of Tianwei's accounts are open to the public. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting it at all. Tianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases all of his trade secrets. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora is pretty infuriating when you think about it.
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business to make mora, but instead...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result of his first-hand experimentation.
I'm back! Huh? How come you're here?
Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills, and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well, when you're the competition, at least.
You... whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had something else to take care of on the way, I would have been back long before you. Lady Yelan, I have finished investigating Minghua.
Hey, Alexia. How are you this evening? Just like you, Paimon, with your food expenses.
I've already been sending pictures for like 50 whole minutes.
Well, we're all ears.
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Minghua struggles to get his words out when he gets nervous, especially when he's chatting with strangers. But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole, the feedback from the Ministry of Civil Affairs was very positive. He always considers the things that everyone else overlooks.
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Minghua at all exaggerated?
I don't believe so. Minghua is someone who has slowly but surely earned the reputation he has today.
Oh, good. Good to hear. Good to know. Things are good when they're good. So what are you up to this evening? I have cat issues. One cat's jealous of the other cat. One's on my lap, the other one wishes he was on my lap. There's not much room for you, unfortunately. The other cat's taking up too much room. I can't pull the keyboard any closer to me. Getting Dr. Ratio's weapon. 38 wishes in. Okay. Honkai Star Rail sucks.
They get everything that the Genshin community wants and suggests, and yet whenever they suggest stuff, Genshin doesn't get it instead.
No, because they're not going to change anything because they're making money hand over fist.
Yeah, I told people complain. That's the only reason why Jean Lee buffed him how he is after his release, and same thing for the resin cap. Like if
Yeah, I put all of that in the surveys. Every time they come out with a survey, I put that in there. Nothing changes.
Like, I mean a lot of people. Then yeah, they're gonna change.
According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Minghua to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel much more confident in something if it has his stamp of approval. Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Minghua gave them the scolding of a lifetime. Apparently, he can be terrifying when he loses his temper. I haven't seen it for myself, though.
Whoa, that's hard to imagine.
Like I said before, things are not always as they appear.
Ah, so that's what you meant by that. Paimon's starting to get it now.
Yeah, Paimon is always kind of slow. Well, good luck on your wishes.
Thank you both.
I'm sure wish number 39 is gonna be your lucky one. Just like I know that Blastburn's next wish will be the Shogun.
I doubt it.
I know it, I can feel it in my bones.
Oh really?
Yes, because Hoyo loves you both. That's why.
I'll lure you a temple right now.
Not a 10 pull, just a single pull, and you'll get the Shogun.
It'll be uneven then.
Okay, because you all have them lined up?
Yeah.
Well then just do 10 one pulls.
Nah, I'll just do a 10 pull.
Ah.
See purple.
Who did you get?
Let me get my...
It depends if you're a strategy thinker or an open world person. Also, can't say that as you have never played it. I used to think the same until I started playing. I do not regret it.
Months before I see another 5-star. And by the time that happens, I won't even see Farina as my last 5-star on my stuff anymore.
You need to get some more primos.
I have primos! I'm just slowly gaining them. And what am I supposed to do? Buy with non-existent money that I don't even have?
No, open chest, do events.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what I'm doing.
You have like barely anything explored compared to me. And it's hard to find shit.
So who did you get? I want to know who the purple was.
I'm counting my pity, damn it.
God damn it.
Bennett.
What? See, Bennett was the one I was gonna roll for tonight. Darn it, you stole my Bennett.
So, have you finished reading the manifesto?
Yeah, you need to go fishing to get him his,
What is his best weapon?
It's the, Fairy de Cendre.
Piss on that.
You have to go fishing for it. It's his best weapon.
I mean, you could use Favonia's sword if you have it too.
Yeah, but that's on fire. It's only at R2. Anyway, what do I have on that?
I mean, you can always craft another sapwood because
I don't have billets. They're impossible to get. I haven't seen a billet in really over half a year.
Fairy the Sound is like the catch to the Shogun.
Like, now I've been at C3 at least.
Well, Glass, what swords do you have?
Well, I have the umbrella. Currently he has it, and the Moma, Kageyuchi. I have Black Cliff, Flute,
Do you have
Lion's War, Iron
you have
Sting.
sacrificial?
Yeah, but it's on Sing Chao, even though I don't use them. Sing Chao.
I mean, if you're not using Sing Cho, you could always put it on Bennett because he needs a lot of energy recharge for his burst up time.
I thought he wanted tank though.
He wants flat attack rolls and he wants flat HP rolls, but they have to be flat, so like attack percentages don't really scale into it. It's weird. It is, but I don't know.
Then what should I put on Sing Chao then to replace that?
I mean, are you ever gonna?
I might get him at 68 pulls. There's a new event, so I have new sources of jades for wishing.
Well,
and I still have
would
World Quest.
wait to put anything on Sing Cho because if you're not using him at the moment, he's not really a priority.
I guess for now the umbrella could go on him.
Because I will say one thing that having a built Bennett on your account is a lifesaver.
Yeah.
It's like a must have kind of thing, and it's not even just because it's Bennett. It's because of the massive attack buff. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. He's like a secret 5-star.
For real.
Still have a bit left.
How do I feel about Fischl?
Well, not really, because he makes everybody else better, so he's not the 5-star. It's...
I guess just so I know it's temporary, I'll move the prototype down here because it is a prototype and nobody uses this at all.
I mean, it works.
I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual.
Fairy the
entries.
Sound. Go fishing, go get it.
Fishing is so lame. I still have to get all those hookers and it's biting me in the ass, and I hate it.
The only one that strikes me as a little unusual is the Cheongshu Pool redevelopment plan. Cheongshu Pool has always been home to many secrets. Plus, Ajdaha once wrought havoc there, so there are even more secrets buried deep on. At some point, a rumor began to go around that there is great treasure buried beneath Cheongshu Pool.
Yeah, they can kiss my rear end.
A long time ago, with the approval of the Qixing, a mining team conducted an exploratory excavation there.
So, did they find any treasure?
None. The ruin was completely impenetrable. The only way they could have gotten through the solid rock would have been by blowing it open with a special kind of explosive.
Actually, I got enough to get to 85 pity at highest right now. Since I'm at 50 pity.
Wait, you're close to a 5-star?
Technically, yeah, but it's not guaranteed.
Oh. Well, who do you want to lose to?
Jean. She told me earlier she loves Jean.
Like,
Is that
as long as it's a new character, a new weapon, or someone I'll actually use, and not someone I don't use, or a weapon I don't use.
The technology wasn't mature enough at that time, so the excavation project was shut down and the treasure became a mere legend.
It's not on standard, it's on limited.
Jur-E's manifesto focuses on solving problems, and this treasure hunt seems extremely risky. It seems out of step with the rest of his plans.
I don't mind a Chi-Chi, because I already got...
Still, this one fact alone doesn't tell us much. Everyone wants to get their hands on this treasure. The treasure hoarders, the Fatui, even local Liyue factions.
But
Did you find?
No,
Excavation,
because I did save over time.
treasure.
The only reason I wanted to pull for Dan, I'm gonna be honest, is because she's hot.
Jury said the Blackcliff Forge workers should get right of first refusal if any suitable projects come up.
Did he now? Well, that makes
They
everything
did her
much
so
clearer.
dirty, but I'm gonna
So
try to
Jer-E wants the Blackcliff Forge
Because,
to
like, I
excavate the
have-
treasure of Chiung-Shu Pool.
Does that mean the Blackcliff Forge is Jury's secret supporter?
No, not likely. I've looked into the Blackcliff Forge before. They aren't involved with any powerful factions at present. They do possess some specialized explosives, but it would seem more trouble than it's worth to put so many resources into a risky project like this. Still, since the clues are pointing toward the Blackcliff Forge, we should see where they lead. We may well find something new.
But if it's done anyways, it's fine. I'll just put it all official or something. I did building her so when you place down her skill, you hit things, her pyro damage does more over time. Because I thought she had no idea, but we'll see how it works.
Hi, Alexia. I'm gonna do another temple on the show. Why the hell not?
Who did you put the stuff on that does more pyro damage?
I put Corky's Golden Troop on Deo because I wanted to test the build on her.
Oh, okay. Sorry, because I'm halfway in my story and I kind of phase in and out. Hey, Alexia.
Hello.
Oh, I got another Favonius.
The question with Furby, it was the whole entire Furby facade is in air. It was not by will.
I got another Favonius. Now I can R3 with my sword.
Or you can give it to Bennett.
No, Bennett doesn't have that. Because then I wouldn't have anything.
This is the Blackcliff Forge.
Because that's the best class one.
Let's look around for clues.
Always kept that on since day one. Unless I get an R5 one already, and I have a 6-1, then maybe I'll put it on Bennett.
Just put all his sparkles on him. He did pretty good. Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree?
If I don't get a 5-star.
Wait, you understand? So, demonstration is not required.
I have a feeling that you'll get it at 60, not 60, 76.
What's this? A diary?
Hey, that's my magical number. She can't have it. She already got Bennett, the Bennett that I was gonna pull for today.
From the back, it looks like a ledger, but it seems they also use it as a site log.
50-50, which I doubt. I would jump out of my chair. Shout.
We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting, don't you think? These newcomers, who could have sent them?
Please, though. I cannot ask anything more.
Do you think they're suspicious?
You know. I'm tempted to do one.
Yes. Look, it says right there, one of them's already been promoted to team leader. At this rate, by the time the Chiung-Shu Pool redevelopment plan is ready to roll, they'll be the technical backbone of the team. That'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. They can copy any secret texts or steal any treasure they find underground.
I thought 85 was hard and 95 was the weapons banner hard. So you won't go up to 90, you'll go up to 85.
73, 74, 75. Oh, that's good.
Are you doing one pulls at a time?
I got Sarah again. On 76. That has to be a sign, right?
Yeah.
Sarah?
You're gonna get her next time, yep. Next pull.
I swear to God. I don't have another temple.
Oh.
I don't even
Do
know
a
if I
single
have
pull.
or not.
Single pull, you'll get her.
Another 4-star, and it's a sacrificial bow. Damn. That was
What?
Like that was almost a back-to-back 4-star, like 76. Sarah, 77 normal, 78 sacrificial bow. Damn.
Dang. Well, you've already proven me wrong, so I would just stop it right there. You're not gonna get her.
Okay, nothing so far. I'm at 80. But I have five pulls, and I have 140 premiums, so I might be able to gain enough if I explore and get 5 more wishes.
Yes.
But I can't use 4 standard pulls right now. And my standard is at 20, so I guess I'll use my standards. 21. Ooh.
Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the
Really?
excavation project, at most we would maybe do a fresh
That's gonna be
background check
like
on the place.
3 purples within a 10 pull, and you're gonna get a gold on top of that. Shogun, come home.
Like, I will be ecstatic if she comes home.
She comes home. You gotten so many purples, she's definitely coming home.
No, I literally got 2 Kuto Sarahs.
No red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet the staff individually, they'd have had more than enough time by then to come up with fake identities.
I really hope it comes up before 90, because I'm gonna be pissed.
That's the advantage of planning this far in advance. It was a clever move.
I'm pretty sure 85 is hard pity.
No, it's 90.
It's 90?
Thinking of weapons.
No. Weapons is 95 and players was supposed to be 85.
You're getting them mixed up. Weapons is 80, and then hard pity on the event banners for characters is 90.
No. You got it backwards. Weapons is 95 and...
Details.
Yeah. Do you not read?
No, I don't.
Oh my god.
I just listened to what Hoyo tells me, and they told me that no, it's backwards.
No, you have to listen to what Hoyo reads. Well, writes.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. If we hadn't found this out, someone else would have stolen the treasure.
Besides, Hoyo never does what they say they're gonna do anyway, so...
So, who's really behind?
That's a question for the newcomers. But
I just got set monster at each other, and I'm very upset.
You just got what that made you upset?
We want to ask you about
my
the
friend said
newcomers.
monkeys throwing poop at each other, and it made me upset.
Okay. Well, we don't need to know that.
Aren't you gonna comfort them?
Nope.
What?
I was gonna ask your sister to go and give them some cat poop.
It wasn't my sister! It's the video!
You've been ridiculing her with insults.
You want them to teach you or something? I gotta say, these newcomers are in tip-top shape. Fast learners, too. They're picking up all the skills unbelievably fast. My only complaint is that they're always going out drinking at night. But they never let us join them. I guess they just need some time to adjust. I'm sure we'll get to know each other over time.
they go out drinking. This area isn't exactly renowned for the nightlife. I'm guessing it's a long trip to the nearest tavern.
You got that right. They tell me they go all the way back to Liyue Harbor to drink at Wanmin Restaurant. It rained after work today, so they actually stuck around at the site for a while. But as soon as the rain stopped, they went out drinking again right away. Hey, you're only young once, right? I say, if they can hack it, let them at it.
Interesting.
Like, at all.
Let's go talk somewhere else.
Ain't no way you just pulled out the notepad.
Looks like our hunch was on the Mora. These newcomers are very suspicious.
ADHD forgets how many exactly it's months usually before I even
Drinking in Liyue Harbor, huh?
I'm just
Some cover story. Well, good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints. I doubt they'd give themselves away that easily, but let's follow them and try our luck.
Would you spend $700 on a Yelan action figure?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Nope.
I would.
Is it like a life-size latex doll or something?
This will be Sims 4 back in the day.
I would definitely not spend $700 on that. No, maybe Candace, yes, but no.
These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about that.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way.
Used to that.
The footprints stop here. But, judging from the direction, I'm guessing their destination was that abandoned house.
Starting tonight, and I'm probably gonna pull her over the banner. I used to hate her so much. Now it's not really.
Well, because now people are playing her once in a while, and
I just hated the people that would consistently do her charge attack and just flash right in my face.
I hate people that would join my world and then I see their build for like, I don't know, a support character, and it's like a Hydro character that like scales on attack, and for some reason they have an artifact set that makes their first really does nothing.
See, I never understood why people do that.
I don't know, it's like they're their talents are out, but their artifacts are trash.
I mean, I came across one person. I'm not gonna name the person.
me.
No.
Looks like we were too late.
Your case doesn't really count, because you've only been too much. In my case, like, this player's probably been like playing for like 2 years.
This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for.
Oh no, this one.
But look at these ashes. Someone was burning documents not long before.
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire up.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper's been burned. There's only ash left now.
Why don't we wait for them back at the Black Cliff Forge? They've gotta go back there sooner or later.
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point, but it's mysteriously abandoned now. To me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them somewhere else to throw our investigation off course.
Darn! Guess this is where a trail runs cold.
Make no mistake, the purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out who's behind Jur-E. I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different odors when they're burned.
Really? I can't smell anything. Do you smell anything?
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see. Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of injecting a little romance into their writing. When that fragrant ink is burned, this is the exact odor that it leaves behind. Exactly. The evidence will soon be blown away by the wind, so it's nothing we can arrest anyone with. But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
CG, so that's the only reason it's been going up.
Who are you?
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan and Shanghua's colleague.
I didn't even know
I sent him to
I
look
had
into Zhi-Yi's regular contacts. Since Zhi-Yi likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around. I left him a note at Yanshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Blackcliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been an ambush waiting for us there, it means we'd have had some backup. So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up empty-handed. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Zhi-Yi before. Then the waves got so choppy I ended up falling overboard. Fortunately, someone managed to drag me out. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Blackcliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast as I could. Didn't even stop to change my clothes.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Zhi-Yi once bought a recipe from one of the fishermen. Did you hear anything about that at all?
What? That's news to me. No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling you, I spoke to every single fisherman out there, and none of them mentioned anything about a recipe.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that even more wonderful fish soup came about.
Fish soup? What fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to... Well, any suggestions?
So that actually, I can actually go ahead and watch on the Wikipedia without risking
Not a bad idea. Upei, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Zhi-Yi, but the guy's too cautious. Never meets with...
Okay, so tailing's out.
Look, in Honkai, like, we have to...
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do...
Groundwork?
One weapon on one banner, and then like the other character has their own weapon banner. So even if they go up to like three characters per banner, they're gonna have separate weapon banners for them.
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Especially when he thinks he's about to win. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Take a guess what you think he'll do next. Be sure to arrive on time. You won't want to miss the show.
Not again.
I'm sorry.
No. He's doing scooting on the carpet again.
Well, that makes me hungry.
What?
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
I'm so over this.
Wait, how old is the cat in the place?
Does it even matter in this context?
I mean, if it's like a kid, that's absurd. Like, what the hell are you trying to do? But yes, I guess
4 years old?
Okay, that's considered like an adult, but still, I'd still consider that young. Like, what the hell are you trying to do? You have two cats. I'm not concerned for your cat's feet.
Yes, I have cats. What about them?
He's not even. Poor guy's not even paying attention.
A cat's
No, I went and got myself another slice of pizza.
What kind of pizza?
If it's pepperoni, let me have a slice.
If it's mushroom. I love
mushroom on pizza is good. I don't care what everyone else says.
Thank you.
It's so good. I don't know why I used to hate it. I just like picked them up. And then my mom was like, try it.
Yeah, me too. I used to hate mushrooms as a kid, and I love them now.
I know, right?
Controversial.
Like, why did around when I was young, I hated broccoli. Like, it's the youngest food I've ever eaten.
For real.
Recently, after I graduated, I just liked it.
I've always loved rice.
You don't like white rice?
I like white rice. But it's also the only kind of rice you can find at Walmart, which is retarded.
I mean, I've eaten brown rice. I mean, it's good, but like, I don't know. It has this like different taste from white rice that's kind of like mixed.
I like both. I like all rices.
I like the jasmine rice. I don't know what about it, but it's just like good.
Yeah, jasmine is really, really awesome.
I know. Or even sushi rice. Like I could just eat that right.
Wait until the following day. Okay.
Oh, no.
So you went to a lot of people's worlds, I guess. That's why you didn't have to come to my world to fish today.
True.
I'm gonna have to go and fish in other people's worlds. Because I know the fish haven't respawned in mine, so that's why I'm doing this story today.
He actually likes pineapple on pizza.
I do. I love it.
No, no. That's not pizza.
Of course it's
not bad. It's just not my taste. Like I don't know. Like I think it depends on where you get the pizza from. But like if you go to like Domino's, Massive, or Hawaiian pizza, like the pineapple's way too sweet and it kind of interferes with the cheese.
Domino's.
And you want to know the worst part of that?
What?
Is that the Hawaiian pizza was invented by Canadians in Canada.
It wasn't even invented in Hawaii.
No, it was invented in Canada by 2 Canadians. Hey Reaper, do you have the catch already? Yeah, my catch has been caught a long time ago. You should have been here like 2 months ago when I spent a month fishing for it.
Oh, I want cause was so bad.
Ooh, my reputation was increased.
I want him to rerun already.
Right? I think he rerun like 3.6. Exactly a year.
The world holds dear, is but a backdrop of constant motion.
I've literally lost anytime the past two runs for town. The first time I year I started playing it, then the next year after that, back in 2023. I think. No wait, this was both times of 2022. Lost. It was Gene.
I think
I stand before you.
Those two times, specifically losing 2 gems.
I think I got Shao when he came out. If I remember. So I was like, wow. Cool.
This is why I need to go fish again. To rank this one up. Fleuve de Cendre Ferryman. Fontaine's new weapon sword that is OP.
Oh my god, 412 on the Abyss is actually not worth it. 412 is not worth it because they have Thunder Manifestation.
Ooh, I like Thunder Manifestation.
On floor number 4, they have a Thunder Manifestation.
Yeah. For no reason. You made it tankier than it usually did. Literally look at it.
Until like floor 9 and 10.
412. Yeah.
What the F?
Yep, and then they got that water thingy, Serena's boss or whatever it is. On one of the other ones, and that's really tanky because it one-shots my characters. I tried doing it with Tao, and she was dead.
Even my characters be like...
You know what's bad?
No hits, otherwise you're just dead.
True. Because like
whales can beat your business.
My Zhongli died, my Visor died, and they have my most health. And then my Bennett died. And these are all bosses, by the way. Because the Thunder Manifestation was so difficult. It's literally impossible to literally do if you don't have Scar. I'm being honest. You don't have Sparks for Nebula.
Alone and unchanging.
So both of might as well be used against it. Because they're just gonna die with healing and a shield. One or the other.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree?
I can't play for Nebula is because of his water gun. I can't because it triggers something.
I think you can turn off your stuff animation though, so you don't see it.
Wait, you can?
I think. Like it's now you're rolling and wind animation just be like this, like a normal person.
It looks like we're all here. Well then, time for me to announce the results of the assessment process. I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tian entrusted me with the monumentally important task of assessing the candidates. And now, it falls to me to give him a satisfactory answer.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
Xianwei has many pioneering ideas, but some of his plans are lacking in detail, and he easily gets into testy exchanges with other people.
Yeah, it was her burst that really bad for me.
Yeah, Dante, it is for Benny's weapon.
Mingguo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough. And because of his personality, he struggles to win people over. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across the board and enjoys an excellent reputation in Liyue. After much consideration, I have decided to recommend Zhi to the Liyue Qixing.
What?
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised to hear my name being announced. In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your competitor, I've become keenly aware of your great talents. Would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see. I'm in a bad mood. This is the last thing I want to be thinking about right now.
I don't mind, as long as I can help.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment. I hope you will work hard and make Uncle Tian proud.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, you have my word. I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order. Would anyone like to join me?
Count me out. I'm not in the mood for a celebration.
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, Traveler, tell me something. What exactly does that guy have that I don't? If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I also wouldn't mind knowing.
No, if we get stuck here, we won't be able to leave.
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
But yeah, you can understand the places, the most part of the places, if it's anything else, you're like, I don't know where that is.
We finally got rid of them.
Lady Yelan, Jury has gone towards Feiyun Slope.
Follow him, quickly.
Zhi, you really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tian thinks so.
To be fair, ever since you married, I heard any of the
Difficult to say.
Cabbage Place and Sumeri City and the name of King Desher's place on the map, but
Oh, where did Alexia go?
like the academia. Oh, did she dip?
Yeah, she just dipped.
I did not know until now.
What the F are the UDUMARA things? I don't know where to find these, and even then, it says get them in this. I'm not even gonna type it outside the swamp, but I can only assume what they look like, and it doesn't tell me how to get them. It's like just like these things without knowing how what they get them or what they look like. I can see what they are.
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. We lost him. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
How the heck did he manage to shake Yelan's smoothness? I guess Juri didn't let his guard down. Still as vigilant as ever.
It just had to pyro that.
Yeah, sorry, I was accidentally not paying attention to... Yeah, I also saw a lot of pictures there. I skipped through it really quickly. Not sure that all of that was okay to post on my stream.
That would be my fault for starting it for me.
Because I saw that there was pics there, so I go and look at them, but they appear in the stream, so...
No, Upe says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when he's being watched.
But how?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading detection is not an unusual skill. If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So, where did you lose him?
Shinue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. Upe and I were watching outside the whole time. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upe had a feeling that it was him. We couldn't get close enough to check without blowing our cover. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. Another option would have been to arrest him there and then, but without any evidence, that would have been meaningless. So I stopped Upe, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Shinue Kiosk.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. The key is figuring out what he's trying to achieve. Let's go to Shinue Kiosk.
Oh my god.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you don't even ask him about it?
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What grounds would I have to question him?
Okay, fair enough, but didn't you think it was just a little bit strange?
Well, maybe I did, but it still doesn't give me the right to stop him.
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question. What did he buy while he was here?
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. Not something the average customer would order. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago. He was only here today to pick it up.
Liquor and wineware. I see. Let's go.
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
I don't understand anything. I can look up everywhere.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. Jur-E ordered a wanware set from you not long ago, right? We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is with the quality, considering how affordable it was. So we just...
Sure. Which model are you looking for?
Yeah.
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with Jur-E's choice. Would you be able to show us?
Jur-E picked up his set not long ago as a quality imitation of an antique wineware
Sometimes.
set. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Jur-E has taken...
Don't worry, price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little hazy on one thing. Did Jur-E's wineware set include wine glasses, or...?
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Mr. Jur-E bought 2.
Okay. Thanks, Lean Long. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. Alright, see you next time.
Honestly disagree with. And I know Shao isn't very critically friendly either, so they're
This is
both
turning into a
not
real
really
headache.
friendly. So I don't know why people are saying that Scar is, because to make Scar even remotely good, you have to have a crit one.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grandmaster of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
It's not like you did any better.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical agility. What's your excuse?
Fair point.
Yelan, so has the plan failed? Oh, if we can't figure out where Jay went, there's not much we can do.
I'm going to be
But
so happy.
why was he buying liquor at Shinue Kiosk anyway? To celebrate?
If so, it's no ordinary celebration.
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. On some level, he hates alcohol because of what it did to his father. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself, he wouldn't spend his meager savings on an expensive bottle of alcohol, let alone buy a pair of special wine glasses. No, this is a victory feast, held in honor of Jur-E's private sponsor. Whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status, hence the need for expensive-looking wineware. Now, where might we find Fatui who match that description, I wonder?
Not child again.
Fatui officials. Should be either the Snezhnayan Embassy or the Northland Bank.
Have both locations surrounded. Take as many people as you need.
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our move? If so, you can count me in.
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. Jur-E may be vigilant, but that doesn't mean the same is true for his drinking buddy. In which case, we don't need to change tactics. Just change who we're following.
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Jur-E bought that liquor for and follow them instead!
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a major diplomatic incident.
Yeah, we eat the night too.
Which is Friday.
I'm well aware, but don't you see? Jur-E is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, we're going to have to accept a little risk ourselves. Stick to your orders, and make sure we're covering all other bases too. Anywhere else Jur-E might be going. I want eyes on those locations.
Yes, ma'am. Don't worry, Lady Yelan. Jur-E may be a slippery character, but we'll keep a close watch on the movements of all Fatui officials.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready. Then meet me at Yenshang Tea House. Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador, Yusupov, just left the embassy alone. He's heading in the direction of Qingshu Pool.
Qingshu Pool? That's the place Jerry mentioned in his manifesto.
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sensible choice, I'll give them that. Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there. It's one place they won't need to worry about being seen.
Oh no, we gotta go get them!
Let's go. If my hunch is correct, we just might hit the jackpot this time.
Yay, finally a fight!
And I'm getting a call. God dang it. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave this call.
Okay.
I'll try to be back.
Ah, it screwed up my window again.
Put out the fires? I didn't even have to kill the villagers outside. Oh no! I just murdered the villagers. Now I feel horrible.
I'm sorry. I didn't do it.
This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me. There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. I can't guarantee we'll be safe once we're underground. The workers left an emergency access route. If we can find it, this will be a much easier journey. Still, be ready to fight at any moment. Any resistance needs to be taken out quickly and quietly. We don't want to attract too much attention.
Don't worry, we're all professionals here. By the way, Yelan, where are your 3 little helpers at?
They have other things to take care of first. We couldn't afford to wait for them, but they'll join us later.
Who am I bringing to this fight? Yes, this looks like it. Well, the lineup that was presented is the lineup I'm going with, so yes. Oh, I have Yelan too? I get to play her?
Busted!
I'll protect us.
Quietly now. Busted. Game's up. Time's over. As I expected, but this shouldn't be too much trouble.
So I don't really understand how to use her skill, but okay.
I see that? That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. Looks like he went through that door.
With Yelan?
Yeah, but they skill.
Because her skill seems to be just rushing across the enemy and turning around or something.
Think of it as like a round 'em up thing.
Okay.
Or a Nihita thing.
That must be the emergency access route, right? Come on, let's hurry.
don't know where I'm supposed to be going, but okay. Little arrow here. I will follow you.
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way. Quietly now. Take it easy.
There is no escape! Now you shall perish! Time to go!
Water's gone down. Hey, look! Is that another way through?
Illusion shattered!
Hey, kitty cat. What you doing, big guy?
Shine down!
Let the show begin.
Torn to oblivion!
I summon thee!
Who? How do I get out of here?
waters flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues.
Tell me about it. I'm stuck in a maze myself and can't figure the way out. Oh, yes, you are. What are you looking for?
The stupid things in the desert. I really stuff like this that you should try to grab on the right, but I would do my little stuff. I can't find the right. I have to
Yeah, go fishing for Bennett's sword.
The door is open. Let's go.
We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up. Quietly now. Here.
Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
Oz, reveal thyself! Start over!
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you, of course.
Oh, sorry. That went down the wrong way. I've never drunk anything this strong before. It'll take me some getting used to.
How long is the Yelan story quest? I don't know. It depends on how fast you can do the puzzle, I guess. I've been at it for 3 hours now. A little bit distracted, though. It is a social thing. It's not like I've watched other people do it first, so I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing.
You'll get there. If you want to stay friends with us, you have to drink with us.
I'll do my best.
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup.
I knew it. I knew he was poisoning the teacher's soup, and that's why he felt ill.
Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so scared of getting caught.
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. We appreciate all your hard work. But, I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poisoning people. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison and came up with the idea of delivering it through fish soup. What was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes the pungency of the poison, and this process even makes the soup tastier as a result. How did you think of that?
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did. Otherwise, I'm not sure I would have been able to fool Uncle Tien.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tien Shu. Of course, this is as long as you continue to do as we instruct. Aside from Qing Shu Pool, we also have some other requests for you, which we will inform you of in due course.
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will perform them diligently.
Did you hear that? That's all Jurye's doing. What a
I knew it.
nasty guy. Seize him!
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene. We have to capture it for posterity.
Ooh, I'm coughing here. Choking myself. Oh, I did bring the camera though.
Excellent liquor. We've seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been eyeing up the treasure of Qingshu Pool. It's been a real headache for me. But soon, everything will be taken care of, and I can report back on a successful mission. Thank you, Juri.
Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Okay, okay. Things I don't need my attention right away.
I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey, do you still remember what I said to you?
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen as a serious candidate for the Tianshu, no matter how hard I work. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes. Under normal circumstances, the gap between you and other people could only ever grow wider over time. Just look at your two competitors. Chen Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you had nothing. You were just another nobody.
That's not very nice to say.
And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for your generous support.
Dang, the guy's being compared to a dog and he's like, thank you.
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're told without complaining. Hey, keep up the good work, and I can assure you, you'll never have to worry about Mora again.
And why is that? Why do the Shiznayans have so much Mora?
Heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to throw your weight around as much as you want. How about that?
Hey, kitty cat. That's Luna. Luna's on cam.
I'm back.
Hey, that was Luna. I have a question for you.
Sure.
Why do the Fatui have so much money?
We do not know that yet, but there could be many ways, both legal and illegal.
Okay, so we don't know. Okay, probably illegal stuff. Okay.
Both illegal and illegal.
Because they're supporting everybody with so much Mora that I'm wondering how do they get all the Mora?
There are both good people and bad people.
Don't go saying a child saved his brother, so he's a good person.
Like, I mean, morally good. Or at least very least morally gray. Like, yes, they do care about people, but they look out for themselves.
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over time, so the Fatui persuaded him that he should act while he can. Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand finale should be coming up any minute now. How well this goes for us depends on how Jur-E plays his hand.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm in a good mood today, and I'm gonna drink my fill. Make sure to get me home safely afterward.
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Did you put the poison in the glass?
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great. Huh?
He did put poison in the cup. I knew it.
Jur-E, you poisoned my wine? But when?
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov.
How could you?
How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare myself for this position. And in the end, I even had to poison my own teacher. You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet? I don't want to bow down to anyone ever again. And that includes you.
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are. Do you understand? If I disappear with no explanation, the embassy will come after you. They'll get to the bottom of this. Mark my words.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black Cliff Forge. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosives. The ruins will collapse, and everything will be buried.
What do you hope to?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. 2 missing person cases will become 1 as the truth gradually reveals itself. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu Pool. But things didn't quite go to plan. Mistakes were made that led to the accidental deaths of the entire crew. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, they'll be only too happy to blame it all on a rogue operation by you. It explains why you acted alone, while exonerating the rest of the embassy of any liability. Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan immediately. I guess then, I'll be Tianshu in my own right, with a clean record and well out of the Fatui's reach.
Jur-E, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here tonight. After I die, they'll come looking, and they'll get to the bottom of this.
A record? Oh, you must mean the one in the hands of your second-in-command, Theophan?
How do you know about that?
Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After all, your untimely demise comes with a few perks for him. He has been eyeing your position for a long time now.
That traitor! Zhi,
You.
Relax.
Man,
It's
this guy is
over.
going full psycho
After
now.
tonight, everyone gets what they want. And anyone else in the know is either my accomplice or about to be taken out of the picture.
Oh, somebody's back. Okay, let me readjust the cameras.
Don't tell me you got another further cursed image.
Maybe.
You literally stop mid-eat and Furby.
I knew. I saw whatever you were doing. I'm like,
Sweet dreams, mystery.
Furby.
Wait a minute.
Oh my god, Yelan looks so cool with that bow.
Yes, she does. So does the high heels. What you doing, kitty cat?
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south.
I don't even know if there is any on mine. I'm gonna check my camera.
No, the only reason I came in here and said Furby is because we were laughing at Furbies for about 35 minutes.
I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, save yourself the effort. The game's up. We were here the whole time and have pictures of everything. They came out pretty nicely. Want to see them?
The game's up? Forgive me, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, Miss Yelan. I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within. If it pleases you, Miss Yelan, I'd be only too happy to have you join me in investigating this matter.
This is how you want to play it, huh?
Not a smart move, trying to fool Yelan. Or me, for that matter, because since the beginning I knew it.
Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in Uncle Tien's.
Yep. From the very beginning, and streamers were the first to know.
Nothing else you wanted to add? Let's leave it there then. Time to go.
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight, I forgot he was a potential liability. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I would live up to the Tianshu name, and that much I can still guarantee.
Your point being?
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even now. What do you think?
Ow. Ow. My ear.
Exactly. Zhi, clever people can always come up with a good excuse. But while you might be able to get other people to believe you, you'll never be able to deceive yourself. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien ever looked down on you? He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
Oh my god,
That's enough.
You're such a babe.
And she's kind of right in this.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that you managed to convince yourself there was no other way. Uncle Tien was always going to give you this opportunity, even if you'd done nothing at all. Out of everyone in the world, he is the one who trusts you the most. So much that he drank your fish soup without doubting you, not for 1 second.
She has nice lipstick too. Matches her eyeshadow.
That's enough. That's enough.
Oh my god.
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed.
She just hit like 900.
Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once,
Well, 900.
desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out.
Please like, share, and subscribe, folks.
You have to keep calm.
Get your friends to do the same.
You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Is there an antidote to the
Whatever
poison?
you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Ooh, an opportunity.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshan Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives. Then, there's someone I have to go and see.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should leave this one to the professionals.
No! I like stuff that's dangerous. That's why we have statues.
Don't worry. As long as they're willing to cooperate, this will be a straightforward deal. Get some rest. See you tomorrow.
Ooh, chest. That just means more wishes.
Free primos.
What did that not hit? There we go.
Wait until 8 the next day. Darn it. Itachi! I can't, I'm in the story mode. Can't join me in the story mode. I'm sorry. Did I go to the wrong place here?
There is now no poison left in his system, but recovery from the damage already done will not happen overnight.
Oh man, he's gonna have to take care and still retire.
Dr. Baiju, is my father going to be...
You needn't worry too much. Keep taking the prescribed medicine every day, and a full recovery will take at most 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years? Dang! Oh man. Man, not cool. He's gonna have to retire after all. Darn it. I really hate that guy now. So I hate Beizu too.
It's good we caught it in time. A few days later, and the toxin would have built up in the internal organs. At that
I hate him
point,
too.
Things would have been much more serious.
Oh, his medication isn't working fast enough. 3 years?
Well, what if you have like severe damage? It can't just be like just like scars.
Why not? This is Tavat. We're able to grow trees out of nothingness instantly.
That's with help that you don't understand. Even if I were to encourage you, you'd be like, no, it's because of this and that.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand.
No, I don't. This is Tavat. Anything goes.
I think someone would have to genuinely write a script and carefully explain everything even then to
Yeah, because it's just make-believe. It doesn't make sense.
It does make sense. You're just not able to understand.
No, you just want to think that it makes sense, but it doesn't.
I literally can understand everything. Like everything.
How did they successfully secure such a seldom seen poison? It seems the Fatui are extremely resourceful.
Perfectly.
Unfortunately for them, they were up against us.
At the very start, just as Genshin was becoming a thing, to a T.
Uncle Tien will be heading off now. Remember to get plenty of rest and avoid overexerting yourself while you're recovering.
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, we could use it to create another game and make a much better game than this one. With characters that you can buy directly and a wishing system that actually works and artifacts that actually works. And more resin for people to do dungeons all day long if they want to.
I know that there's a new game like Genshin, but it's coming out soon. It's like during the waves. It's like Genshin in a sense, in a way, but I think they're a little bit more generous. But I don't know when it's gonna release. I'll have to look at it. But it's really so far out.
Yep, Genshin is about to die. It's going down. It's going down.
I'll have to make some tea in a moment. You simply have to try it. Yes, the exhaustion seems to have gone. My mind is steadily getting clearer again.
Yeah, because I have monkeys writing my scripts, that's why.
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing issue after all.
It's like arguing with my mom earlier about curtains behind me being temporary, so that way people don't have to look at that stuff behind me. And then I'll move it to the window there and get myself green curtains for there. But it's super easy to understand.
Yeah, you don't need to. I can give you a piece of software.
You make me confused, Abby. Never mind. I shouldn't even explain it.
No, but I can get you a piece of software that does the green screen. Yes, sometimes your hands will be fuzzy, but it works most of the time. But see, the other thing is, even with a green screen, not all the greens will be the same because of the lighting. So you'll always have to be adjusting the greens that you want to appear as a green screen. Like if the sun comes in and hits a spot on my curtain out back there, then it throws everything off. So.
Oh, it's one of those guys.
Okay, so I did find the game that I was talking about. It is
Okay.
It is a story-rich open-world game. And it has gacha. But so far, it's looking really good so far. I think they're about to start their closed beta testing. Their second closed beta testing. So hopefully it comes out soon, because it looks really good. And there's variety. There's actually playable characters with like beards and stuff.
Is there any bald guys with a beard?
No! There's guys in there with beards, and there's actually like characters that look good instead of the bland stuff Genshin's been pushing out.
This dude just, I don't know.
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to check in here. The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable for the position, but Chen Wei and Ningguo both have potential.
I wish there was a mod for this game to remove some of the clothing. Not all of it, but you can see here, Yelan was designed a certain way, and then they filled up some of the stuff. Can you see where, if I'm looking at Yelan here, there's stuff that, okay, belongs there. And then there's stuff that they added because of censorship laws.
So basically what you're trying to say is you want to see Yelan. Or no clothes.
No, I want to see Yelan, but I want to see more cleavage.
Oh. You pervy old man.
Yes, yes. But I'm a 50-year-old man. Just don't make the game for kids. Make it for 18 and plus.
I mean.
And there's worse than GTA, so, you know.
I think this game that's coming out. Yep, there's this new game. Lots of it. Jesus.
Talk about it. It's almost like a video.
You have my gratitude.
It's not as bad as cleavage as some games, but there's cleavage on some of these characters. Oh, but these names are really hard to pronounce.
No kidding. I wonder why.
There's a guy that looks like the Luke.
People can change their loyalties easily. I've always known this. But whenever it happens, it's still a dismal experience.
Oh my god, the women in here are so on. Wait.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not that surprised?
He is.
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed me as assessment officer if he hadn't had his doubts about Zhi. Normally, the Yue High Pavilion would be responsible for assessing the candidates. Isn't that right, Uncle Tian?
Still frog.
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. But I have to be responsible with the position of Tianshu. When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me with a hidden agenda. So I secretly investigated him. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. He just saw me as an ordinary fishing.
Well, maybe it's like Venti.
In the end, even he changed. When did it start?
I don't think they have any guys like that in this game yet.
I never had any plans to recommend him directly.
Oh, and the main
But I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background and fame mean everything to many people. But I don't attach great importance to them. I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of things. What I really admired about Juri was his intelligence and resilience.
I have to admit, he's a smart guy, and very cautious. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk, but Juri was still extremely careful with the poisoning. He chose that specific liquor from Shinue Kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison, and he chose to wait until the Fatui official was drunk and had his guard down before delivering it to him. He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Juri would have drunk the poisoned wine himself, and then found an opportunity to take the antidote shortly afterwards.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote. He didn't hesitate to put himself in harm's way to achieve his goal.
How is Juri now?
Well, I mean, he is sitting in a jail cell. Like Yenfei says, everyone who breaks the law has to pay the price. Still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure there are plenty of guards around to keep him safe from anything the Fatui might be planning.
A deal? Does this have to do with what you said to him when you arrested him?
Someone has 763 wishes saved for Cloud Retainer.
How many?
763.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot more than I had.
Yes, Juri's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd have handed the case off to my subordinates as soon as I realized.
News about if it's going to get released on Switch soon, too. I just
But
realized
once the Fatui became involved, things got a
What's
whole
gonna
lot
get
more
released on
interesting.
Switch?
I thought I might have the chance to catch a big fish.
It might get released to Switch.
Okay.
And they teased this for like, what, 4 years?
Well, did you?
Because they
Almost.
dropped the trailer.
Unfortunately, it slipped off the hook at the last second.
Uncle Tian? Yelan? What are you talking about? Paimon doesn't understand.
Juri colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. Or, to put it the other way around, the Fatui made an attempt to interfere in the Tianshu selection process. With Yusupov in our hands, and a statement from Juri, we could afford to continue with a diplomatic offensive. Also, we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Then we'd have a pawn in the ranks of the Fatui. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new options. Why else did you think I was investing so much time and effort into this case?
So, okay, well, did your plan succeed?
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, and we passed all the information on to Lady Ningguang. But when we tried to make contact with Theophan, he was gone, along with all the evidence.
The Fatui must be spying on us. Otherwise, they'd never been able to respond so quickly.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger Regrator got involved.
Ooh, the Harbinger Regrator. Who is he?
The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrator was only treating this as a peripheral concern. It's a pity that Theophan got away, but knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a starting point for my next mission.
So maybe the expansion that we'll get in Liyue will talk about this Harbinger?
I have to ask, Yelan. Do you have any desire to take over the position of Tianshu yourself?
No, she does not want the position for herself.
I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yenshang Tea House. In my estimation, you are more than competent.
Oh, that. I was obviously joking. I prefer my current life. There's danger and there's excitement. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role, as Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get involved in anything truly clandestine or face any real danger. All right, I'm done here. Time for me to go. I'm heading off again in a few days, and I still have to prepare.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed, it's for me to know and you to find out. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved in other people's business all the time, you're sure to get caught up in another misadventure before too long. Maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. A lot of people are watching you for a lot of reasons. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle Tian. After the recent turn of events, I'd say he owes you one, wouldn't you?
Quest completed, to be continued. Yay. Well, that only took 4.5 hours.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, for one fight and one maze. But okay, folks, that's it for the Yelan story and for my stream tonight. This has been a long stream for a weekday stream. Usually okay, sometimes I'll make them long, but I'll start earlier, not finish later. But okie dokes. Be safe, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow's.
It's gonna get cold. Especially up in Canada.